Hello, everyone. Welcome to our English learning channel.
Hi, I'm Lily.
And I'm Alex. We are so happy you are here today.
Today, we have a very useful lesson for you.
Yes, we will talk about common English mistakes.
Oh, mistakes. I make mistakes all the time.
Me too, Lily. Everyone makes mistakes. That is how we learn.
That is true, but today we will help our friends fix some very common mistakes.
Exactly. After this video, your speaking will be faster and better.
And don't worry, we speak slowly. We use simple words.
So relax, listen, and learn with us.
Before we start, please click the like button. It really helps our channel.
And subscribe if you want more easy English lessons. Okay, let's begin.
Mistake 1. Make versus do. Repeat, I make breakfast. I do homework.
Okay, Lily, let me ask you a question.
Okay, ask me.
What do you do every morning?
Hmm. I make my bed. I make breakfast. I make coffee.
Good. And do you do your homework?
Sometimes, but I don't like homework. I like making food.
I see. Now listen carefully. Many English learners confuse make and do.
Yes, that is a very common mistake.
So let me explain simply.
Please do. I want to learn too.
We use make when we create something new, something that was not there before.
Oh, like making breakfast. The food was not there, then I cook it. I make it.
Perfect example. You make food. You make a cake. You make a mess.
I make a mess in the kitchen, yes.
We also make mistakes. You create a mistake. It was not there before.
Okay, so make is for creating. What about do?
We use do for activities, jobs, or general actions. You do not create something new.
Like do homework. The homework is already there. I just do the activity.
Exactly. You do homework. You do the dishes. You do your hair.
I do my hair every morning. It takes a long time.
I believe you. Let's repeat some common phrases together.
Listen carefully, friends. Repeat after us.
Say this slowly. I make breakfast.
I make coffee.
I make a mistake.
I make a friend. That means you create a new friendship.
Now for do. I do my homework.
I do the laundry. That means wash clothes.
I do my best. That means I try very hard.
I do nothing. That means no activity. Sometimes I do nothing on Sunday.
That sounds nice. Now, a quick question for you listening at home.
Yes, think about your answer.
Do you make your bed every morning or do you do nothing?
Be honest, no one is judging.
Okay, let's move to the next mistake. Mistake 2. Prepositions for time. At 7 o'clock. On Monday. In the morning.
Alex, what day is it today?
Today is Tuesday, I think.
You don't know?
I am very busy. I forget the day sometimes.
Okay, no problem. But here's a common mistake prepositions for time.
Oh, yes, words like in, on, at. Many learners say in Monday or at the morning.
That sounds wrong, right? Let's fix it.
Very simple rules. Listen carefully.
Rule number 1 use at for specific times.
Examples at 7 o'clock, at noon, at night.
Wait, why at night? Night is not a time like 7 o'clock.
Good question. At night is an exception. We don't say in night, we say at night.
Okay, so at for clock times and at night. Got it.
Rule 2 use on for days and dates.
On Monday, on Tuesday morning, on July 4th.
Perfect. Rule 3 use in for longer periods, months, years, seasons.
In January, In 2024. In summer. In the morning? Wait.
Ah, in the morning is correct. In the afternoon, in the evening.
But not in the night. We say at night.
Yes, you are learning fast.
Let's repeat slowly for our friends.
Repeat after me. I wake up at 7 o'clock.
I go to work on Monday.
I was born in 1995.
I like to read in the evening.
I sleep at night.
Very good. Now, question for you.
What do you usually do in the morning?
And you do it on Sunday or on Monday?
Think about your answer. Say it in your head using in, on, or at.
You can do it. Mistake 3. Subject-verb agreement. She speaks English. With S.
Lily, tell me about your friend Maria.
Oh, Maria. She is from Spain. She speaks Spanish and English.
Wait, she speak or she speaks?
Oh, I made a mistake. She speaks with an S.
Yes, that is mistake number 3.
Subject-verb agreement. Big words, but simple idea.
Very simple. For he, she, it, we add an S to the verb.
For example, I speak, you speak, we speak, they speak. No S.
But he speaks, she speaks, it speaks.
My dog speaks? No, dogs don't speak.
Okay, bad example, but you understand. She eats, he works, it rains.
Yes, many beginners forget the S. They say she eat breakfast or he work hard.
That is a small mistake, but it sounds very strange to native speakers.
So let's practice together. Repeat after me slowly.
She likes coffee.
He plays football.
It looks nice.
My mother cooks dinner.
The dog barks loudly.
Now a fun game. I will say a sentence wrong, you fix it in your head. Ready?
First one. My brother live in London.
Wrong. It should be my brother lives in London because brother is he.
Next. The sun rise in the east.
The sun rises in the east. Good.
Last one. Maria and Juan speak Spanish. Is that wrong?
No. Maria and Juan is they. They speak. No S needed.
Correct. Very good.
So remember, he, she, it, add S.
Except for some irregular verbs like have. He has, not he haves.
Oh, right. That is another lesson. But for now, just remember the S.
Question for you. What does your mother do every day?
Think. My mother blank coffee. Does she drink or drinks?
Answer. My mother drinks coffee. She drinks with an S.
You are doing great. Let's continue.
Mistake 4. Say versus tell. Say hello. Tell me a story. Lily, can you say me something?
That is wrong. We don't say me.
I know. I made a mistake on purpose.
Oh, tricky teacher. Okay, let's explain the difference between say and tell.
Very common mistake. Many people say, he said me or she told hello.
That sounds funny. Let's fix it.
You say when you focus on the words, you say something.
For example, he said hello. You don't need a person after say.
Right. You cannot say he said me. That is wrong.
Use tell when you tell someone something. You need a person.
She told me a story. He told us the time.
So tell plus person. Say plus words.
Perfect. Let's repeat examples slowly.
Repeat after me. I say thank you.
I say sorry.
She says good morning.
Now with tell. Please tell me your name.
He told me a secret.
Please tell us the truth.
Very clear. Now a little test.
Fill in the blank. Please blank hello to your mother.
Is it say or tell? You say hello, so please say hello to your mother.
Correct. Next, can you blank me the time?
You need a person, me, so can you tell me the time?
Perfect. Last one. She blank that she was tired.
No person after the verb, so she said that she was tired.
You are a star, Lily.
Thank you. Now, question for our learners.
Think about yesterday. What did your friends say to you?
Or what did you tell your mother?
Try to make one sentence with say and one with tell. Write them in the comments later. Okay, next mistake.
Mistake 5. Few versus little. Few apples, little water.
Lily, do you have many apples at home?
No, I have few apples, only 2.
And do you have much water?
I have little water. My bottle is almost empty.
Good. Now listen. Few and little are confusing for learners.
Yes, when do we use few and when little?
Very simple rule. Use few with countable nouns.
Countable means you can count them. 1 apple, 2 apples, 3 apples.
So few apples means not many apples, a small number.
Use little with uncountable nouns, things you cannot count.
Water, rice, sugar, time, money.
You cannot say 1 water, 2 waters, so little water means not much water.
Let's repeat together.
Repeat after me. I have few friends. Friends, countable.
I have little time. Time, uncountable.
She eats few vegetables. Vegetables, countable.
He drinks little coffee. Coffee, uncountable.
There is also a few and a little. That means some, but not a lot.
A few apples, maybe 3 or 4. A little water, some water, not empty.
But for today, just remember few plus countable, little plus uncountable.
Quick question. Do you have few books or many books?
And do you have little energy or a lot of energy right now?
I have little energy. It's almost nap time.
No sleeping. We have 2 more mistakes to fix. Mistake 6, too versus very. Too hot, problem. Very hot, not a problem.
Lily, how is your coffee?
Oh, it's too hot. I cannot drink it.
Too hot or very hot?
What is the difference?
Great question. Very is strong. Too is negative.
Can you explain more?
Very means a lot. Example, the coffee is very hot. That means it is hot, but you can drink it later.
Too means it is a problem. Too hot means I cannot drink it. It is too hot for me.
Exactly. Too shows a bad result. Too expensive, I cannot buy it. Too difficult, I cannot do it.
Very expensive, it is expensive, but maybe I can buy it. Too expensive, no, I cannot.
Let's repeat slowly.
Repeat after me. This bag is very heavy. Heavy, but you can carry it.
This bag is too heavy for me. I cannot carry it.
The movie was very long. Long, but okay.
The movie was too long. I fell asleep. Negative.
I hate long movies.
So remember, use too when something is a problem. Use very for emphasis.
Now a question for you. Is your English very good or too difficult?
I hope it is very good, not too difficult.
Keep practicing. You will get better every day.
One more common mistake, the last one for today.
Mistake 7. Don't forget to be. I am happy, not I happy. Alex, you look happy today.
Yes, I happy because the sun is shining.
Wait, I happy? That is missing a verb.
Oh no, I forgot am. I am happy.
Yes, that is mistake number 7, forgetting the verb to be.
In some languages, you can say I happy. But in English, you need am, is, or are.
Let's explain. To be verbs, I am, you are, he, she, it is, we are, they are.
Many learners say, she beautiful, or they tired.
That is wrong. You must say, she is beautiful and they are tired.
Let's repeat correct sentences.
Repeat after me. I am a student.
I am a student.
You are my friend.
You are my friend.
He is a doctor.
He is a doctor.
She is happy.
She is happy.
It is cold today.
It is cold today.
We are ready.
We are ready.
They are late.
They are late.
Very good. Now, a common mistake with adjectives. For example, this food delicious. Wrong. This food is delicious. Correct.
I hungry. Wrong. I am hungry. Correct.
So remember, every sentence needs a verb. To be is a verb.
Question for you. Are you tired right now, or are you energetic?
I am a little tired, but I'm happy to be here with you.
Same, Lily. Same.
Okay, we learned 7 common mistakes today.
Let's review them very slowly. Repeat after us one more time.
Mistake 1. Make versus do. Repeat. I make breakfast. I do homework.
Mistake 2. Prepositions for time. At 7 o'clock. On Monday. In the morning.
Mistake 3. Subject-verb agreement. She speaks English with S.
Mistake 4. Say versus tell. Say hello. Tell me a story.
Mistake 5. Few versus little. Few apples, little water.
Mistake 6. Too versus very. Too hot, problem. Very hot, not a problem.
Mistake 7. Don't forget to be. I am happy, not I happy.
You did amazing work today.
Learning a language is not easy, but every small step helps.
Do not be afraid of mistakes. Mistakes are proof that you are trying.
Yes, if you make no mistakes, you are not learning.
So keep speaking, keep making mistakes, and keep fixing them.
That is how you become fluent.
Thank you for watching, friends.
We hope this lesson was helpful for you.
If you liked the video, please click the like button.
And subscribe to our channel for more easy English lessons.
We have new videos every week.
Now, we have a question for you in the comments.
Tell us, what is your favorite meal? And do you make it yourself, or does someone else make it?
Write your answer in simple English. We read every comment.
We will see you in the next video.
Until then, take care. Keep practicing.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye, everyone.